talk about equity, the first underpinning you got to understand is when you're talking about equity, there is a difference between equality and equity. And I'll give you a perfect example. When I took over as chair, and I had the first woman of color in the history of San Diego County serve on the Board of Supervisors, ever. And it comes time to appoint committees and commissions and the appointments that we hand out for a variety of places. And one of my colleagues said, well, it's not fair because she got 21 appointments and I only got 7. He said, it's not equitable. And I said, no, it's not equal, but it damn sure is equitable. Because for 40 years, someone like him had 100% of the appointments, which means those communities that she represents have never had someone like her to represent, which means she has to do more and be in more places. And so it is the difference between equity. And so when you're going to do that, when we govern and we decide money, land, rights, influence, but it is a pie. It is not a continuum. It is a pie. And so as you do more of something, you inherently do less of something else. And so the fundamental problem is you have to over-invest in communities that have historically not had access or opportunity, which means there is less for communities that have historically benefited. And that is where the rub comes in. Because it's fine if you want to pass a resolution to say Black Lives Matter. It's a whole different thing when you say we're going to take funding from here and move it over here. But that's the change that has to happen, because if you don't do that, you never address that inequity. And the whole point of the American dream is not equality of outcome. I don't believe in equality of outcome. I don't believe that everyone gets the same house or the same car, but there's supposed to be equality of access.